I want to talk to you about a place in the United States that's called Slab City. It's a place where the law never goes. There's no law. Yeah, can you believe that? There's a place in the United States where it's total lawlessness. And let me read to you about this place. This bizarre, lawless land in California desert is inhabited by drug addicts, eccentrics, army vets, hippies, and just plain old weirdos. Slab City is referred to by its residents as the last free place in America. Now, let me say this again. The last free place in America. These people say they're free. And yet, the people that are there are drug addicts. Now, this is a place of tremendous lawlessness, sexual orgies, whatever. This is a place where, I don't know altogether if they have orgies where everybody in the whole place gets together, but they certainly have fornication. And they have a place there, it's a hot spring. It's about 100 degrees. And I was watching this video where they were in this hot spring, and one of the guys was kidding around, and he was going to baptize his friend. And just kidding around. But I thought to myself, in all the things that they could have done in that hot spring, why did he do that? Think about it. Why act like John the Baptist? Or why act like a preacher that's baptizing somebody? Without question, he has some knowledge, some background in Christianity. Isn't that amazing how that this person that was raised in the gospel probably still has a mother that's praying for him? Because he mentioned about if his mother was to see the video, she wouldn't be very happy. He was on his way to a meth lab to get some crystal meth when he said that. Now, when they say it's the last free place in America, what they're saying is we're free to do whatever we want. There's no consequences. Now, obviously, they're not going to murder, not going to kill each other. And it makes you wonder, though, obviously if somebody escaped from prison or something and found this place, then the place becomes very dangerous. But right now, just short of killing one another, hurting one another, there's no real violence. This is kind of like the spirit where the soldiers came back from Vietnam. The hippie movement. Where people were doing drugs. And what's amazing is that now, even not only just in Colorado, but now New Hampshire, it's legal to have a certain measure of marijuana legally. Why is it that this place is... Now, by the way, didn't tell you this part. The place Slab City, where these people are, is funded, owned by the teachers, some teachers union. Forgot what the man said, but basically it's property of the of teachers of the government, and funded by teachers. Not teachers as far as the teachers paying for it, but the committee or whatever that I forgot the name of it. It's a long name. But think about this. There's no police. Nobody's ever put in jail for drugs. Made a video and they talked about the meth. They talked about the crystal. How come nobody bothers them? How come the police don't go out there? How come this area is not policed? If they had it their way, the ones bringing in this New World Order, the whole world would be like this. Total lawlessness. Unrestrained passions. That's what happens when you reject God's moral law. Let me read again the type of people that are in this place. Now, I just wanted to let you know this as well. At night, most every night they have, unless it rains, obviously, that kind of dampers their night, but they have singing, rock and roll, whatever, bands. The guys get out and sing, whatever. And they sit around in their lawn chairs and actually they got a whole living room set up outside. And they just sit there and drink, do drugs, sex. And the military, the police, nobody ever bothers them. And this is a place within the desert of California, in the California desert, called Slab City. Now, I'm not drawing awareness to this so that the police will get involved or whatever. I'm drawing awareness to this because I'm trying to help Christians to understand that where there's lawlessness, this is the type of thing that goes on. They call this the last free place in America. Is that really what freedom is all about? Destroying our minds, our bodies with drugs? I mean, fornication with people you don't even know if you're going to get a disease. Now, I'm sure to the eccentric mind, to those that are of that mindset, this is paradise. Right? Slab City is paradise. It's paradise for the drug addict. It's paradise for the hippies, army vets, and just plain weirdos. When really, what is it? Is it paradise? Or is it just a stopping place before hell? The next step is hell. And they think they're living it up. After their sex, their drugs, after all that they experience, they're just as empty as they was before they did it. It doesn't satisfy. And yet, in this hot spring, this young guy that was obviously brought up in a gospel home is baptizing his friend as a joke in the middle of, well, I'd say it's worse than Sin City. Slab City. Just a slab of meat. Just a slab of whatever. Just the name of this city is not appealing to me. Slab? How it even got its name. They ought to name it what it really is. Scab City. Scab City? But it's sad. It's really sad that there is a community of people in the United States that doesn't answer to any law. And no taxes. And I guess for electricity they use solar power and other means, generators, propane, a lot of propane. But they have to go somewhere to get those things. So I don't know how far they are from civilization, but I just thought I would report on this tonight and bring you some information on this, just to help you to understand that if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you think is freedom and what you think is liberty, remember who goes there. The drug addicts, the eccentrics, the army vets, the hippies, and the weirdos. I'm going to leave you with that. You know, because the scripture says that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. There's liberty. I guarantee you not one person within part of this community, part of this Slab City, not one of them is happy. They all got a story, and I guarantee you every single one of them are filled with pain. Terrible, terrible pain. Terrible wounds. Hurting. And that's why they drink all the time. That's why they do the drugs. I even thought about maybe going there and sharing the gospel. But be totally rejected. You know that. But can you believe that? There's a place in the United States like this.